In case you missed our last episode of Life with the Polites, MRL, Marriage, Relationships, and Love, here's what you missed.
He was even smart enough to know it's time to go. When God shows up and you get your answer, don't remain and stay, because then you will be persuaded.
Absolutely.
Here it is. They see the blessing. He came or all or whatever.
Absolutely.
So they know he's coming from something. And so, and instead of just rejoicing and knowing that God sent them on this journey, you know, sometimes people want to try to hold you in their presence, they can pick and nick and find out more. And I'm going to tell you something. That reminds me of you and me, hubby, because when God revealed, you know, what was with you and I had the opportunity to pick and nick and find out, we wouldn't have been together. Because then you would begin to say, really? What?
Yes.
He was like, oh, no. I got to go now. If you believe it, let me go. Get on the same faith level page that I am on. And that's what has to happen with relationships. You got to be with people that's on the same faith page level that you are on. Sometimes it may not happen at the same time, but once it does happen, you better get on that same page and move. Because if you don't, you're leaving time and space for the enemy to start to try to persuade you like he did with Jesus and some other folks in the Bible. Are you sure God told you? Let's go back to God here. Are you sure he told you? You understand what I'm saying? Because now they're getting comfortable. They're getting familiar with you. Amen. And so as we go on with the story, then they said, well, let's call, because he stopped it. He said, oh no, do not detain me. Take that authority. Do not detain me. Don't try to hold me up. Don't try to sit here on God's blessing and joy and run all of what I have, use it all up, abuse it and all. No, I gave you what it is. Let me get what I came for and let me go. I don't want to hear your stories and how you did this and that. And that's what happens in a relationship. You begin to hear how people did this and how they do that. And, well, why are you doing it like that? And who's your God? No. And so, you know, as he's sharing why God sent him there, you know, the brother number the funny says, well, let us call the young woman and let's ask her what she would like to do. And so she just comes right out and says, I will go. She didn't ask no questions. She said, I will go. She saw the difference between her now and her future. And she says, I will go.
And you know what's really ironic? Both of them truly recognized the confirmation that God was in it. The master had already received.
Yes.
She recognized what God was putting together, and neither one of them were going to allow persuasion to take its course.
Amen.
With her response, she said, I'm ready to go. The servant said, do not keep me. Both of them fell in a line with what God was trying to do. And I think that's so powerful, Lady P.
Mm-hmm. You know, and it was only, amen, and it was only after that then those two had to back up, you know, and sometimes, you know, we as parents, you know, we raising our children, it comes to a point where they're making their decision, because, you know what, they, you know, God may be showing them something different.
Amen.
And we have to respect the fact that when they see, they're not disrespecting the God or the faith or the belief that you have, but God is showing them something different.
Amen.
And so when God is showing them something different, you have to let her go, or you have to let him go. Because truth of the matter is, if she's going to be blessed, eventually you're going to be blessed too. Because like I just said, he just went to go pull someone out of his family to bless her. So would you not think that they were still blessed? As overall, the whole family is blessed. If one can come out and be saved and be blessed, that saves the whole family.
Absolutely.
That saves the whole family. And so this is something that we have to just be careful about, because at the end here, and I'm going to sum this up now, the bottom line was that the mother then goes, it says, and they blessed Rebekah and said to her, our sister, may you increase to thousands upon thousands. May your offsprings possess the cities of your enemies. And so Rebekah left and went. How many of us today can say that our persuasions led our children to an inheritance that we can only think about?
Amen.
Instead of being jealous about it,
Amen.
instead of trying to hold her back,
Amen.
Yeah, girl, who you think you are? You understand what I'm saying? Why you got to go? We ought to not be persuasive to where we are killing the generation, but we need to be persuasive to where we are allowing the next generation to inherit what God has for us.